Right, guys, welcome back to GH Loki. Today we are live here at Food Lovers inside the Taekwondo Mall Gate 1. I'm here once again with my main man, IGA Ike. Then of course, Paradise, Charlie, Ade. You see, Ade. Also, if I address you, I for put some respect sake of how you guys they do things in the football world. As I see, I'm on a motiso.
As
in terms of football, I'm talking about football.
I be you're the only team I am winning on Wednesday.
But I said,
I start 2-1. So
yeah. But I said still now. I said like
I'm more hype, you know.
Some
you people you can't hype me. More GG and so sana. You do and I'm say and that's what you people do.
They never did so.
So you don't make you doubt me more.
Oh, okay.
What doubt here and you to
say you gonna prove you wrong.
Sharp, keep it coming, bro.
So yesterday you were bashing Anislot and my, he couldn't prove you wrong. Olusu Poto at Sanford.
Mind you, bro, what I said yesterday doesn't prove what he did today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I don't hate Anislot. No, mini beef there. He's a big man and he's doing well. But my problem is that Ejuma don't me.
Oh, okay.
That's the fact. Okay. And Lipu will be like, oh, yeah, man a chance. That is when things will go bad for Liverpool. Yes. The truth is, I've been saying this from last season. Last season, on a Premier League, right? But I was still saying, Anislot
is a fraud. Okay.
I know what I saw. So, Charlie, I stick to that. Anislot today.
One guy was also saying that the difference between the word slot and lost is just the arrangement of the alphabet.
Okay,
that's the only difference. The only difference between the word slot and lost is the arrangement of the alphabet. Now, moving on, it seems like Arsenal is becoming one of the best teams in Europe as it stands now. Because yesterday, coming up against Bayern Munich at the Emirates Stadium, they didn't disappoint. They went in straight and killed the game 3-1.
Bro, I still stand by what I've been always saying. You see, Arsenal were very good. This is not their first time being the best in Europe. Arsenal were very good last season. They had a good run in the UCL, and that run couldn't get them where they wanted to. Get to. But looking at Arsenal this season, I think their mentality as players and as a team, they are building something, and they've built something actually. And I think they are a dangerous side to play against.
Yeah, definitely. And
you are too good until you play Chelsea. So
hey, Charlie. And I'm also loving what Mikel Arteta is also doing because he played Miles Lewis Kelly ahead of Calafiori. You see, Lewis Kelly is he has that kind of offensive mindset. Yes. Into him coming against Olise, we say Olise has to track back. And so my Olise brain. So like I was like, oh, Arteta has a weekend. Then moving on, Real Madrid also won their game against Olympiacos by 4-3, and Kylian Mbappe blasted 4 goals. Him alone, Onokwan Sevi, Xavi Alonso at the end of the day, he blasted 4 goals, and currently he is also leading the goal king in the Champions League. Yes, so he also now to pack the princess Kakolomani or Yase because you're scoring 2 goals against your former club.
That was wild.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And it was in France too. So
yeah, so it was.
I wonder how he was feeling though.
So the comeback, send it alone. Now,
yes, that's why I'm saying I wonder how he was feeling after he scored that brace.
Yeah, sure.
That was wonderful from Kolomwani.
Now let's quickly jump into matches coming up in the weekend. Let's start from the English Premier League. So on Saturday at exactly 3 p.m, Brentford will take on Burnley. Man City will also play against Leeds United. Sunderland will take on AFC Bournemouth. Then Everton at the Goodison Park will take Newcastle. Then Tottenham Hotspur will play against Fulham. Now I want us to talk about the match that Manchester City will play against Leeds United at the Etihad Sports Stadium. Things are not really going well for Manchester City. You see, they lost their game in the UCL. What do you think coming up against Leeds United? What do you think will happen in this particular fixture? Currently, I think they are on second position, right?
In the Premier League.
Yeah, sure.
In the Premier League, they are
sure.
seasons.
Oh, okay. Sorry, my bad.
But they said they are
on third position, right? Right. So, do you think they will trash Leeds United coming up in this particular fixture?
Before I talk about the Leeds City game, I want to quickly flash back on the Madrid Olympiacos.
Yeah, sure.
Yesterday, I was emphasizing on the fact that Olympiacos not being a match for Madrid doesn't mean Madrid will go and they'll get it. And we all witnessed that. Madrid almost drew that match thanks to Kylian Mbappe who came in to save the day for them. So let's get into Man City. I think they had a bad day during the weekend, midweek. I think it was a really bad game for them. They lost 2-0 to Leverkusen. I think at home. It doesn't look good for City and Pep Guardiola. And we know what City do when they are angry.
They come all at you.
Yes, so Leeds playing City at home, I think they have a lot.
They have a score to settle.
They have a lot.
Well, that is high for you. Now, moving on to the Spanish La Liga on Saturday, Mallorca will take on Osasuna. Barcelona will play against Deportivo Alaves. Levante will also play against Atletico de Madrid. Then they will take on Atletico Bilbao. That is Inaki Williams' team. Then Atletico de Madrid will play against Real Oviedo. I want us to talk about Barcelona at the Spotify Camp Nou playing against Deportivo de Madrid. They won their first game at the Spotify Camp Nou. Now, coming up in this particular fixture, they lost their game in the UCL against Chelsea at the Stamford Bridge by 3-0. Now, do you think they will pour their frustration on Deportivo Alaves, or they will still lose?
Yeah, you see, one thing is that the La Liga has always been the home of Barcelona.
Sure.
They are always doing massive things in the La Liga, and these are things that we expect on Saturday from Barcelona. I think they are going to win, but their team is shaking a bit. And I think this match is a match for Hansi Flick to realize and reflect back on his mistake that he did in the UCL that cost his team. And I think he will make better decisions to win this match because they are still in the La Liga race, and this match is crucial. They need to get out that 3 points. And I think Hansi Flick and his men will do that on Saturday.
Now, let me ask you this before we jump on to the Italian Serie A. Now, if you look at the point gap between Real Madrid and Barcelona, it's just one. Real Madrid is topping the table with 32 points, and they've played 13. Barcelona on the second position also has 31 points. Do you think Barcelona will win the La Liga like they did last season, or this time around Xavi and his guys will do the do?
Yeah, I think Madrid are doing well, and Barca are also doing well because I think they came from 5 points behind.
Yeah, sure.
1 point now, and it's too early to decide who is going to win the La Liga. Actually, but I think they are all having a good season so far as this season is concerned. Just that it's a bit shaky in the Champions League and all this one. But when it comes to La Liga, I think Barca is a bit stable in the La Liga. I think it's too early to decide. Let's see.
So now, when you move on to the Italian Serie A on Saturday, Genoa will take on Hellas Verona. Parma will also take on Udinese. Juventus, the old ladies, will play against Cagliari. Then AC Milan will take on Lazio. Now, let's talk about the AC Milan and the Lazio game. I mean, a whole lot of people are expecting AC Milan to win this particular fight. What's your take on that game? Because if you check, AC Milan is on the second position with 25 points. Then Lazio is on the 8th position with 18 points. Do you think AC Milan can pull a surprise to extend their lead in there?
Lazio really, they were struggling at the beginning of the Serie A. They were struggling a bit, but I think they found their rhythm. They don't really score goals, but they try their best to win the match. And looking at AC Milan on the other hand too, they had a massive win over the weekend that has really boosted their confidence. They are not playing in the UCL, and they are not even playing in Europa or Conference. So I think they are home, they are resting. And Lazio, I think on the other hand, is also playing in the Conference or Europa or something. So I think this is a big boost for AC Milan. And if they don't carry the day, I think Lazio will opt for a draw.
Definitely. Now, quickly into the Bundesliga coming up on Saturday. Bayern Munich will take on St. Pauli. Hoffenheim will also play against Osberg. Then Union Berlin will play against Heidemann. Werder Bremen will take on Cologne. Then Bayer Leverkusen will take on Borussia Dortmund. Let's talk about Vincent Kompany and his boys coming up against St. Pauli at the Allianz Arena. Now, you see, they lost against Arsenal in the UCL. 3-1. Now, Arsenal has break that 100% record that they have this season.
Arsenal handed them a gift.
Arsenal break your record. So coming up, is there anything special that Vincent Kompany is going to do just to redeem his image back, or what?
Vincent Kompany has no image to redeem, my guy. It's just a loss. It happens everywhere. It's football. It's either you lose, you draw, or you win. And he's won as many games as there is to win. And this is just a loss. And I think they will handle it well. Coming up against St. Pauli at home, I don't think St. Pauli are going to pull any surprise. This is a wounded side of Bayern, and I think they are coming in and they will come aggressively at St. Pauli.
Since if you check the table, St. Pauli is also on the 16th, then comfortably
St.
Bayern
Pauli is not really having a good season.
Yeah, Bayern is comfortably leading with 31 points. Now, let's quickly jump into the French League and see what will also happen on Saturday. Now, AS Monaco will take on Paris Saint-Germain, then Paris SC will also take on Auxerre. Marseille will take on Tolisso, that is Francis Abou's team. Now let's talk about the AS Monaco, then Paris Saint-Germain fixture on Saturday in the French League. Now, you see, Luis Enrique is really doing well. Even though last season he did a marvelous job, but he is also doing well because he's playing with most of his key players missing, like a bit pre-plan.
Yeah, that
and
one.
we really need to commend him for doing that. Now, coming into this particular fixture, if you look at the table, Monaco is on the 8th position. Then PSG on the other hand is also leading with 30 points. Yeah, are they going to trash Monaco in this particular fixture?
Paradise, you see, the French League One is a very interesting league to watch. There's a lot of thrilling moments and all these things that you expect in every football match. And Paris, on the other hand, had a very good game on Wednesday. And looking at Monaco, they drew their match against Pafos yesterday, and that was a huge blow for Monaco. They've been really struggling this season, and I think they score goals though, but how to defend those goals is a bit of a problem for Monaco.
It seems they have a defensive issue.
Yeah, I think Salisu right there is not solid enough. And
even yesterday, it's very unfortunate that he scored an own goal.
Yeah, it was quite unfortunate, but I think Monaco are struggling, and looking at this team, this PSG side coming in with this confidence from Wednesday, I think Monaco should expect something different.
Right, that is IGA for you. Now, let's quickly move on to Sunday. Of course, we have exciting fixtures coming up in the English Premier League. So, Aston Villa will take on Wolves, Nottingham Forest will take on Brighton, West Ham United will play against Liverpool. And then in the evening, Chelsea, that's the world champions, will take on Mikel Arteta and his Giants at the Stamford Bridge. Now, let's start from Manchester United. They are not reliable. Like, what do you mean for winning to almost one? They lost against Everton. Meanwhile,
you guys are horrible.
Manchester United lost against Everton at the Stamford Bridge.
At the Stamford Bridge?
I'm sorry, at the Old Trafford.
Yeah, that's their home ground.
At the Old Trafford, like
so. Are you no more United fans?
Me, I'm a United fan.
So why are you talking like that? This should come from me, bro. What are you doing? Man, you. Man, you are sound,
bro.
Charlie,
What do you think?
See, let me clear this one. Man, you coming up against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, they started the season very well.
This is Olivia Glasner's side that immediately you misbehave, they will punish you.
It's like you are talking too much. As a man, you see, Crystal Palace, they started this season very well and they won a couple of matches.
Yeah.
They won against some big teams. Yeah, that was massive from them. And coming up against United at home, I think United are going to expect something from Crystal Palace.
Definitely.
Yeah, because
definitely.
United, on the other hand, is not playing anything anymore.
No.
I'm going to rest. No more.
But wait, before we move on to other features, what do you think is United's problem? Because per what the coach said, he's saying that he is not going to change the tactics. He has said it on multiple times, multiple occasions, that if the board wants him to change the formation, they rather change the man. So it means that he is playing the back three.
Until he succeeds.
Yes. And it looks like still the players are not getting the rhythm well. Because a number one fine. Back
three,
now playing against, coming up against Everton. In the first half, they had a red card. How then do you concede against Everton down by one man? Idris Ganage, you know that he's just any player beyond. Ganage, an engine in the team.
Yeah, he's the idea.
But still, so do you think is the system or players now?
Bro, Amorim has had the opportunity of his life to claim his name at United. But bro, sometimes a baby these local dialects, they say obi dani na wan dani bia mo dani wia ombeba becho because they are of the same breed.
Sure.
You refuse to change. Amorim maintaining this terrible Uncle Bisa Hansi Flick. How this terrible
because it's quite frustrating.
It's horrible.
Coming up against Everton,
if United is serious, I think Amorim should have been sacked.
No, so right now the problem is almost Pamna when Omukako fan.
Bro, there are plenty of coaches on the market. You sack him. You determined to obey Jumano. You don't let one coach come and ruin your team for you.
I understand. I get you.
Jumani, he will walk away. What happens to the team?
Well, you have a point though. Now let's move on to West Ham playing Liverpool.
I hope.
Yes.
Let's see, this Nuno Espirito Santos side.
Yeah, sure.
He took this West Ham team from the slum and they are still in the slum. But I think they are playing better football under Nuno and playing at home.
They are now getting the rhythm.
Yeah, and playing at home against the frustrated Liverpool. I think Liverpool want to prove themselves in this match and it will be pretty hard for them to do this one. Because West Ham too on the other side will want to score goals. They will want to exit the relegation zone.
Definitely.
So I think this is going to be a hell of a match.
If you check the table, things are not really looking good for West Ham because currently they are on 17th position. Liverpool, mind you, Liverpool is on the 12th position with 18 points. Manchester United is above Liverpool. United is on 10th position. So when we started the season, now it is Liverpool at that first.
Yeah, sure. They were flying.
But Emirates
the thing is Liverpool team rhythm egu. I think they need to start something new and build on that. And that will involve them doing signings this January.
Yeah,
I think they should.
Wait, upon all the signings, upon all the money.
These signings that I'm talking about should be centered in their defense.
Oh, okay.
I think they should gather some sharp defenders. If not sharp defenders, they should get some talents that will really help that team. I think they had one guy from the Bundesliga and he had an ACL. He's not enough. That was a young talent. I think they need more of an experience, something like that in their defense. They need to do signings this January, and they need to tighten that defense if they really want to be in this title race. West Ham for the
Now, quickly onto the Super Clash coming on Sunday. Now, Chelsea are the Stamford Bridge coming up against Arsenal, the Gunners. Arsenal is the most informed team, the best team.
We are the champions of the world.
Arsenal is currently the best team, the most informed team. No matter how difficult the game is, they will still find a way to score. Yesterday against Bayern, you see what they did. If you are playing against Arsenal and you don't want to concede, because they will score you. They will score you. What's your take on this game coming on Sunday?
Yeah, Arsenal coming to the Bridge on Sunday, and I think Enzo Maresca had a good game on Tuesday against Barcelona. That was a massive win for Chelsea. And coming into this massive game against Arsenal, there's a bit of a rivalry in this game, and it makes this game really intense. And as a Chelsea fan, I don't want to say I'm feeling confident, but I'm a bit confident that we are going to beat Arsenal. Sure. I think we will give Arsenal the shock of their life.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. We are going to beat Arsenal. And I think Arsenal is a good side. And when it comes to set pieces, the last time I think they scored against who did they play during the weekends? They scored 3 goals or something. Arteta during the press conference, he was like, he's angry because none of the goals came from a set piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think they love set pieces and they are good at that. Their defensive line is very strong. I look at Chelsea. Chelsea has got a little bit of gel in attacking. I think their players, you see,
with the likes of Estevao, then
I'm not talking of Estevao, with the likes of Pedro Neto with his speed and Estevao on the other side, who can really do 1v1s. I think Arsenal has a good defense, but they've not yet played against Chelsea. So let's wait until the match is done. And I'm confident that we are beating Arsenal.
But I see one thing is that with your defense, it's not really good as Arsenal.
Yeah, Arsenal really has a good defense.
Yes, one of the best defense.
We don't have a shaky defense. I think our defense is not...
It's not stable.
It's not that stable, but it's not shaky as well.
Okay.
Because what they can't. Charlie, yeah, sir, for fun and a chaloba pen. Charlie, you know they watch them, man. You know they watch. I know they want to talk. We know they talk. Kasa and Frama. We do the job finish, and then you will see what we talk with the truth.
Now let's quickly move on to the Spanish La Liga coming up. Real Sociedad will play against Villarreal. Sevilla will take on Real Betis. Celta Vigo will also play against Espanyol. Then Girona will play against the White Angels. That's Real Madrid. Now Real Madrid in their previous La Liga match, they lost the game. Was it draw?
They drew against.
Okay, they drew. Yeah. So coming up against Girona, I think they will pour their frustration on Girona and do the do because
from what I observed in yesterday's game for Real Madrid, I think Xabi Alonso quite started a certain defense that he has never played before. Okay. That was what brought that defensive errors that led to the goals that Olympiacos had. Olympiacos had a good game. I'm not undermining that. But coming up against the Girona side, they are shaking already, and Madrid playing away this season hasn't been really good that much. But I think against this Girona side, they are going to win for sure.
Okay, sure. So when you move on to the Serie A, Lecce will play against Torino. Pisa will also play against Internazionale Milan. Atalanta will take on Fiorentina. Then AS Roma will also play against Napoli on Sunday. Now, like AS Roma coming up against Napoli. If you check the table, Napoli is on 3rd position with 25 points. AS Roma, on the other hand, is also on the 1st position with 27 points. Now, if you look at the combination of Kevin De Bruyne, Haaland, and Scott McTominay,
I think De Bruyne is injured.
He's injured, yes. But if you look at the combination between this set of players, Haaland is having his best time.
Syria, boy, it is what it is. See, I don't know why. Omunis are like flexibility, no Syria anymore. Napoli, you see, they had a massive win over the weekend.
Yeah.
And I think they won in the Champions League.
Yeah, sure.
But the weekends, no one could on the board drop. I tell you.
So coming up against US Roma, you think Roma draw match?
I tell you. And you know, Roma playing at home. Roma, they are having a good season.
Roma
bully energy, you know, to win
that
the
kind
game.
of aggressive.
Yeah, but I'm betting a flop. Yeah, anyway. They choose when to play and when not to play.
That is right for you. Now let's quickly do the Bundesliga, then we wrap it up with the rest of the fixtures coming up on Sunday. Now in the Bundesliga, Hamburg will play against Stuttgart, Frankfurt will play against Wolfsburg, then Freiburg will play against Mainz 05. Let's quickly do the Ligue 1, then we'll wrap it up. Now in the Ligue 1, Strasbourg will play against Brest. Brest has been my favorite team.
I love Brest.
Yes, and I also love Brest. In fact, Brest is really putting up a massive performance this season.
But Brest is really suffering this season. They didn't.
No, when we started the season, Brest was really standing up. Like all their performance.
They really
until they started falling.
They really had a good season in the beginning. They won a couple of matches. I was really happy for Brest because they were on top, and now they are falling.
Yeah, currently, Brest has fallen to the 14th position with 13
really
points.
Bad, Brest. Are you done?
We were not expecting you to fall.
But anyways, I love Brest though.
No.
They are a good team.
Yeah, sure. Everybody loves Brest. I mean, Brest has been one of my best teams currently in the French Ligue 1 from this season because they started
even in 14th position.
Of course, I still love them. Who doesn't love Brest? Bro, don't you love Brest?
Oh, I like Brest anyway.
No, you love Brest as a team, right?
Yeah, sure.
Not
I love their style of play.
Yeah, sure. And how they started the season.
Yeah.
As I'm talking to you,
they were on top when the season started, and now they've fallen.
Currently, they've fallen short of the glory.
That's wild for Brest.
But it's not.
I think Brest needs some rest.
It's true though. Now Angers will play against Lens, then Le Havre will play against Lille, Laurentian will play against Nice, then Lyon will take on Nantes. I think we've already spoken concerning the Brest match already, so that is it for today. I did this with IGH. My name is Akwe's Paradise, and today we did it at Food Lovers inside the Takoradi Mall Gate 1. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on all the social media handles at
GH Low Key Loud.
And on a million.
Charlie, I want to make out man-to-man collections. Charlie. Around the styling me also. Shout out, bro. Why Sake?
Right. We off.